I turn it on, and I leave it on.
Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is
Off the Fence with Finch.
All I can say is wow.
I'm addicted to this.
All right, guys, my first guest up here tonight. She is a stranger. She's everybody's favorite auntie, cousin, occasional sidekick. I don't know. You guys have seen it in GreenLeaf. If Loving You Is Wrong, Tyler Perry's The Oval, the box office smash Black Lightning, and Merry Wishmas with David and Tamala Mann. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Off the Fence with Finch, Nevaina Rhodes. She's here.
What's good? Hollywood, how are you?
What's going on with you tonight?
All is well. I'm just excited to be here.
Hey, we are excited that you stopped by, and hopefully we can help you get your ass off the fence tonight.
Okay, come through.
You know, people are always on the fence, whether it be about relationships, job hunting, especially right now. They're always on the fence about an opinion about something, somebody's family business. It doesn't matter, and our job here is to help people get their ass off the fence. So hopefully.
Okay. All right. Let's make it so. Come on.
All right. So you are an actress, for those who don't know. And guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you are subscribing to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribing to all the podcast platforms, and make sure you are hitting the notification bell so you know when we go live each and every week. All right. So tonight I have the pleasure of sitting down with someone I consider a friend. You know, I've known her for a number of years. How did we meet?
Chloe Taylor Brown. Yeah, Chloe Taylor Brown. Remember?
She introduced us at a conference of some sort?
Yes. I think it was the PEP conference. I think that was the first time.
Me. Did you introduce me?
I think so. I was the MC for that event, but I think that's where it was. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that, but that's my best guess.
That could be where we met. And that was over 10 years ago, right?
See, you know, now you're starting to tell all our business, sir.
Am I aging us right now?
Yes, tell your own business. Don't tell mine.
Well, listen, you could have been in your early 20s, you know.
Well, I was 15. I don't know what you're talking about.
You was 15?
Yeah.
You're not finna R. Kelly me tonight. No, ma'am. No. You are not finna R. Kelly me tonight to get me up on some charges. No, man. You'll not be doing it. All right, so you are in the entertainment business, and a lot of people always want to know. They always want to hear from people who they see on television or on the big screen. And you've had a pleasure of, for a number of years, to work with some very endearing and talented people. And I remember first seeing you on BET. On
Somebody's.
Yes.
That was it. Yeah.
I love that character. I hate they didn't bring that show back because I thought it was a great show.
Yeah, I think if they had given it the opportunity to find its rhythm, you know, it was the very first season. It was a lot of breakout talent, first time director, I think, for at least a major network. So it would have been good to have the grace to get those kinks out, but it was still a iconic take on some things I've seen. What's that? Atlanta, I think, is similar to it, you know, and that one has really picked up its momentum, and it became very popular. So I think he was onto something. It may have just been before its time.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, the Atlanta show is doing very well. I think you're going into their 4th or 5th season.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've been, I love that show. I watch it religiously.
It is. I don't watch it like that, but I've seen several episodes and I really enjoy it. I think it's quite unique. It has some iconic, just a lot of the camera work and the way that they tell the story. I really like that.
Yeah. Now, tonight we're helping people with resumes. We're helping them with proper way, the do's and don'ts do when they go on a job interview. I mean, because these some crazy times that we have in here. But as an actress, how did the pandemic affect you, if at all? Because I mean, some of y'all got that loan money, that train smoke money,
Right.
so you might be good. But how did the pandemic affect you?
First of all, by faith, yes, I am good. Money cometh easily, frequently, and abundantly, immediately. Okay. And the works part of faith, I really had to do some redefining and realigning. I mean, auditions completely halted for a long while. I was fortunate enough that I had filmed several projects before the pandemic hit. So those projects aired, and then I had residuals that were attached to those. So, that residual income is something that actors love, and that I think we have to be intentional about wanting to attract and preparing our gift so that it can make room for that kind of opportunity.
Right.
But even beyond that, I had to hone my skills of auditioning via Zoom, doing my own self-tapes, because you're not going to somebody to self-tape now.
Right.
They have a lot of different precautions around sets. I actually have not booked yet to be filming during the pandemic, but I have been auditioning during the pandemic.
Gotcha.
And then just in terms of my own money-making hustle, I had to get my coaching really at the level where I could offer digital experiences and Zoom coaching experiences and sort of navigate this strange season that way.
Right. Now, I mean, we talk about accomplishments and the things you've done thus far. I mean, you've worked with Tyler Perry, you've worked with David and Tamela Mann, you've done quite a bit of things. But let's talk about where your journey began. Where did the journey begin for you as it relates to acting?
It's so funny that you would say that, because I am a member of the Win with Black Women voting initiative, right? And so there's a young lady who's on there, and it's probably about close to 140, 150 Black women.
Okay.
And she's an actress also. And so she's telling about when she first fell in love with acting, because one of the guests on one of our calls was Cicely Tyson.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you remember, and I'm really going to date myself, but this is the truth. Cicely Tyson, one of her breakout roles was, I think it was called The Diary of Jane Pittman, or either it was Miss Jane Pittman. And I was probably about 4 years old or so. And I put a shirt over my head and I came into the living room and I said, "My name is Jane Pittman." And my mother, just like you, she just burst out laughing. And I had that whole first opening monologue completely memorized. So, like, for the rest of that season, anybody that came over, my mama would, "Nevaina, come do Jane Pittman." And so that was my first character too, of sorts. And it was really one of the first times that I remember falling in love with the art of storytelling. Now, kind of full circle, I saw For Colored Girls when I was at UNC Chapel Hill. And I was sitting there watching the performance, and a part of the cast was Lisa Nicole Carson and Donna Biscoe, and I'm sure some others, but those are the two that stood out for me. And I said then that I want to act that is going to be my profession. Because before that moment, it had just been a passion and just something that I was really good at. But seeing that production really put a charge for me that acting is going to be the way I want to earn a living and make my mark in the world.
Okay. All right. And where do you hail from? In all the years I've known you, I don't think I ever known where you came from. Where are you from?
Where I'm from these streets. No, I am from Asheville, North Carolina. So I was actually born in Delaware, but the majority of my formative years were in Asheville.
What you mean, born in Delaware? Like, they got black folk that you were talking about like pre-slavery? Delaware?
Yes, Wilmington, Delaware, in fact. Yes, there are black folks there.
Get out of here. What is about like a handful of y'all? Like 5 of y'all? Y'all just trying to go to New York, ended in Delaware by mistake? How did that happen?
You know what? Oddly enough, my mom was there living with her older sister because my father was finishing his college degree. I was one of those unplanned occurrences, as it were. But she was there with her older sister.
You a secret baby?
Well, it wasn't a secret, but I just wasn't playing. But yeah. So
you saying you was unplanned as it relates to your mother and father, not that your father had a whole nother family and you was unplanned.
Right, sir. And no, this is not that drama.
Listen,
but yeah.
Listen, I'm a secret baby, so I thought we was kin.
Oh my, no, the secret is
not the type of secret that was my mother and father was having a kid. No, it was a secret. Like, he ain't supposed to be here. Nobody should know about him. That kind of secret.
Oh my. Okay.
I think I just told the world I was a secret baby.
I think so too. I don't know how that's gonna go over come Thanksgiving, sir. But okay.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy part about that is everybody knew I was a secret but me. You show up at your father's job and he act like he don't know you. You a secret.
Right.
Nobody know. He got a whole other family across town. Nobody knows about.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's me.
Wow.
That's my story.
That's a movie.
Yeah, I should do a movie about secret baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of y'all out there.
Not y'all.
It's a lot of us out there, secret babies.
Right. Listen.
Some of y'all watching right now, secret. You don't even know. You wonder why you can't spend Thanksgiving and holidays with your father or your mother. That's why you're a secret. Nobody supposed to know you. Nobody supposed to know. Ooh. All right, so let's talk about your very first audition translated to book gig. What was that?
Oh wow. Really? Okay.
I mean, listen, you did it, so you have to know when it was.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Let's talk about the very first, the big one, not the very first one, like
right.
the big one that you.
Yeah, because see, that's the part right there. Because remember, but there are a few auditions that like shift or that you really remember. So my first professional audition in Atlanta, when I moved to Atlanta, was for In the Heat of the Night, and the casting director then was Shay Griffin, and you used black and white headshots. So I get to the audition and she says, "Come outside in the hallway." And I go outside and she's like, "You too dark for this role. This is supposed to be a mulatto character." And I said, "Well, can I just read?" She said, "No, You she said, "You're not gonna work and there's no need for you to read." I was like, wow, that's what they're doing in Atlanta, huh? So wow. that was interesting. But I was so grateful when we got colored headshots. so I don't have to experience that again.
Did you say
But
colored headshots?
yeah, headshots in full color is a
You know, you,
better way.
you sounded
Yeah,
like a slave. Colored.
you know, we were
I was
colored.
glad when we
Yeah,
got colored headshots.
colored people, colored girls. Yes, no, when the headshots were in color, so that you could see skin tone. But
So they didn't book you.
I didn't even get to audition.
Wow. So colorism was
Right.
happening 45 years ago, huh?
But I mean, I don't look mixed, which was this character was supposed to be mulatto, and I don't look that.
You
And
didn't tell them
actually,
you from Delaware.
no, I didn't. I didn't even try to throw it in my French Creole accent and say, I'm really exotic. I didn't
Uh-oh.
do none of that. But the girl that booked the role was a good friend of mine, actually, Ariane Baptiste. I'm surprised I remember that. But yeah, she booked it and she looked the part. But the role that I felt a real shift was I booked my first national commercial, which was for Verizon. And
Okay.
it was directed by Malcolm Lee. And it was such a beautiful story. And I was the heroine. And so we're listening to the Fugees, and everything is going crazy for this fashion show that I'm planning. And I'm the fashion designer. And then I put my Verizon phone on and turn the speakers on, and everybody vibes out because everything is good. We taking it easy, right?
Uh-huh.
And the commercial actually ended up playing right after the Super Bowl. And it was what you call a network buyout. So it was playing on all stations everywhere. And that was a really good year. And the whole experience of filming it just felt like I could do this every day and love it, you know?
Oh man. So what would you say has been the biggest joy you've gotten out of doing what you do? Like I would suppose you get up every day doing something you love, unlike a host of people across this country who may get up just to make ends meet, but they hate what they do.
Right.
You've been doing this for quite a bit of years, so I have to assume you enjoy it. So what is the greatest joy you get from doing what you do every day?
I think the greatest joy is feeling that I am truly pouring out of myself the divine talent and gift that was placed in me. There's a whole debate about creativity and natural talent. Is it the vessel, or is it sort of this spirit that works through the vessel? And I think it's the combination of both. I think that the vessel has to be fully yielded, and there's a lot of discipline. There's a lot of resilience that's necessary. But even beyond that, I have continually had some sort of spiritual epiphany from either the roles that I play or the process of this endeavor. Some of my greatest challenges have been around pursuing this career. Some of my greatest successes and triumphs have been in some of the projects that I've been blessed to be a part of. So it would be that, just really sitting in my divine purpose and birthing what I'm worth on the earth
Okay.
through this art.
Well,
Yeah.
I see that you have quite a. Well, I don't know if they hear for you, but it's quite a bit of people watching from Delaware.
You're so funny.
I'm just seeing it on the screen. It's like people are watching from Delaware. Okay, Virginia Beach. Yeah. Okay, Chesapeake. Okay. Hey there, welcome.
Wow. I might have to go back. I haven't been back since I was like a bambino. So I don't know nothing about Delaware. I was just born there. I ain't hailed from there.
So you was born, you left, and you've never looked back. Look at you.
Right. I believe, you know what? I think actually I did visit, I wouldn't say once, during the tours with Tyler Perry. I think we went either near or through there, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's about the closest I've been in terms of coming back.
Now, having worked with Tyler Perry, you know, you hear a lot of stories with people who in the industry work with a number of people. What was your experience like working with Tyler Perry?
Oh, it's amazing. It's incredible. I think that there's been such a tremendous shift from when I first worked with him on the play, I Know I've Been Changed, to my last and more recent, you know, opportunities to work with him, including House of Pain, Good Deeds, The Oval. I've been on, what's that one? If Loving You Is Wrong. And baby, when I tell you Tyler Perry is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, the producers literally, when you come to the studio, everyone who's a first-time talent, the producer comes and has you come to his office because he's like, look, you may have been in this industry a long time, but I'm telling you, we move at a pace that is unprecedented. Wow. And that's the truth. I mean, when I got my script, like, it was about this thick. I said, wow. What is this? Right? And they shoot like 70 pages in a day. It's some bananas. Do you hear me? And so it's like you got 3 cameras. They say action. You run that thing once, maybe twice, but probably once. And they're like, cut. All right, check the gate. Wrap. Move it. And it's like, what just happened? You know what I mean? But I think that it demonstrates what can be done when you really set an intention, when you have a really talented crew that are dedicated. And the more he has grown, the more he's built a very well-oiled machine. And so you can run that thing from 0 to 100 in what? A Ferrari goes in how many seconds? I don't know. It's just different from driving a Honda, buddy. You can't be warming up. You got to hit it and get it.
So you got to be in shape, right?
Very much in shape, prepared, and just ready. But Tyler is such a gracious person. And every time I've been on set, he's always come and greeted me with a hug, called me by name, you know, really spoke a blessing. It's good to see you here. And I'm like, you know, it's good to be seen. But we always, we want to be seen and heard. Yes. So, and I've not seen him otherwise anytime I've worked with him.
That's good. So every guest that lands in the Fireside chat on this sofa have to fill in some blanks at the end of this
Lord. Okay.
You will be no different. You will have to fill in some blanks here.
Okay.
All right, so this is how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make a statement. You finish it, okay?
Okay, got you.
Give me okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, life is
beautiful.
Okay. Love is
necessary.
Is it? Oh, there's so many things I can say there. Okay. The world needs
help. Good God Almighty.
Like emergency stimulus help? What kind of help does they need?
We need some divine intervention help. Yeah. The world needs more love. Is so contrived, but I think that's what it is, man. And in that, God is love. So the world needs God. Yeah, that's
the world needs God because God is love, and the world needs a lot of love. They need some emergency assistance. They need a stimulus package. They need all of that, right?
Right. They need an attitude adjustment, a chiropractor, some alignment, some stuff. Yeah.
All right. Final fill in the blank for you
Oh God.
is my greatest accomplishment is.
My children.
You got kids?
Oh yeah. That is funny.
I didn't know you had kids. When did you
I
have kids?
do.
I'm just
I got grown kids. My oldest just turned 21. And I have a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old. And raising children that you like is a great accomplishment. I think that many parents are forced into the predicament of I gotta love you because you're mine.
Right.
But I have children that I really like. They are smart, articulate, compassionate, considerate, mannerable. I like them little Hebrews a lot. I really do.
All right. So if people want to follow you, they want to check you out, give them your social media so they can tap in with
Do
you.
all that. Okay. So everything is I am Nevaina. And I think that's showing up on my name. At least I tried to. So it's I am Nevaina. And you can find me that way on Instagram and Twitter, and on Facebook. Just use my first name, Nevaina, and you can find me that way.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming off the fence, and hopefully we helped you get off the fence tonight.
I'm trying. I think it's gonna hit me after I get off. Like,
well, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Up next in the peek through, we have the resume doctor is here to help you get your LM resume in order. We're gonna get a lot of y'all off the fence tonight, so y'all keep watching. Thank you, Nevaina, for coming on. We appreciate you. And guys, when we come back, we got the peek through. We'll be right back. This is Off the Fence.
Yo. You're in the mix.
The world's finest, man. DJ.
I have the radio on the telly.